Alright, what do we want to take a look at are 30, 60, 90 triangles. They're very special triangles, and it's very easy to find out if we have one leg to figure out what the other two legs happen to be. Now, let's say we take a typical 30, 60, 90. There's two ways of looking at this. One is that for every 1 foot this here will be 2 feet. Now notice we're talking the 1 foot, which is across from the 30 degrees, the short, what I refer to as the short side. So for every 1 foot or 1 inch or 1 unit that this side, short side is, the hypotenuse will always be twice as large. So if that's a 2, this will be a 4. If that's 5, this will be 10. If that's 100, this will be 200. Now what about the long leg, the leg that's across from the 60? Well, it'll always be root 3 times. So basically when this is 1, this will be root 3. If this were 2, this would be 2 root 3s. If this is 3, this will be 3 times root 3, and so forth. Now instead of using 1, 2s, and root 3s, what we really like to do is say, hey, if this guy here is x, whatever measurement across from the 30, the short side, whatever his measurement is, the hypotenuse will be twice as many of those. So if that's 5, this will be 2 times 5, 10, so forth, just like the last example. And what this side will be is it'll be whatever that measurement is times root 3, because this is root 3 times bigger than whatever that is. Now, this should help us whenever we're given the short side. We can always get the other two sides, the hypotenuse and this long leg here. Again, if this were a 6, let's just say it were a 6, this would be 2 times 6, 12, and this would be 6 times square root of 3, and we would have our answers. So that's all great and dandy. Well, think about this now. If I have 30, 60, 90, made it a little bit smaller than the other guys, but that's okay. What if they gave me the hypotenuse of 18? Well, I'm always going to get back to my short side. That's where you always want to try and get back to, because everything's based off of the short side. It's the x side, and that's 2 of the x's and root 3 of the x's. So we always want to get to the short side. Well, if I give you the hypotenuse, to get back to the short side, well, think. I multiplied by 2 to get here, so how do I get back? I divide by 2. 18 divided by 2 will give me 9, and once I have the short side, then this guy would be 9 root 3. If they happen to give me this here, which is 30, 69, if they give me the long side, let's say they say it's 6 root 3. Well, I know I multiplied by root 3 to get from here, the short side, to get to here, we multiplied by root 3. So to get from here back, we would divide by root 3. 6 root 3 divided by root 3 is 6. And if that's 6, then the hypotenuse is 12. Now we're going to have to learn a little bit about what happens if we have like a 10 here and we have to divide by 10 root 3, how we rationalize the denominator. But that's for another time. But here you go, 30, 60, 90s, basic triangles in geometry and everything we do. And it's very easy once you're given one side to find the other.